darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Here comes the sun. It's
Hare
alright.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
It's alright.
Krishna, welcome. All right, here we are. Hare Krishna. Krishna, feeling better today, thank God. Thank God. Thank Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Radha, Radha Radha Radha, Radhe. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Radha, oh, Radha, Radha, Radhe, Radhe, Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radhe, 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 Krishna, 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 Radhe, Radha, Krishna, Radhe, Radhe Krishna, Radhe, Radha Krishna, Radha, Radha Krishna, Radha, Radha Krishna, Radha, Radha Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Ah, Krishna, Radhe. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Radhe, Radhe, Krishna. Radhe, Radhe, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh Krishna, oh Krishna, oh Radhe, Radhe. Oh Radhe, Krishna, Krishna, Radhe. Radha, Radha, Krishna. Krishna. Radha, Krishna. Radhe, Radha. Krishna, 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 Hari, 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 Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gaura Chandra Gauranga, Gaura Chandra Gauranga, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra. Gaurachandra, 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 Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna. All right, let's chant a little bit. Get your beat bags out. Turn your mics on.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
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 Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Radha, Radha, Radhe, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Oh my Lord Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Radha, Radha,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Radha,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Radha, Radha,
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Radha,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Radha, Radha. Radha, Rani.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Radha, Rani.
Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda,
Radha, Rani.
Nityananda,
Radha, Rani.
Nityananda,
Radha, Rani.
Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Sanatana,
Radha Rani.
Sanatana, Raghunath, Sanatana,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rupa, Sanatana,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rupa,
Hare.
Sanatana, Rupa,
Hare
Sanatana,
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama,
Rupa,
Hare Krishna,
Sanatana,
Krishna.
Raghunath, Rupa, Sanatana,
Krishna, Krishna,
Raghunath,
Hare.
Rupa, Sanatana, Raghunath,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rupa, Sanatana,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna,
Rupa,
Hare Krishna,
Sanatana,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rupa, Sanatana,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Sanatana. Raghunath
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rupa Sanatana
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rupa Sanatana
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Srila Prabhupada
Rama, Rama, Hare
Srila Prabhupada
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Srila
Srila Prabhupada.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Chaitanya.
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hari Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Govinda, 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 Govinda,
Radhe, Radhe, Govinda.
Govinda, Govinda, Govinda,
Radhe, Radhe, Govinda.
Govinda, Govinda,
Radhe, Radhe,
Govinda,
Govinda.
Govinda,
Radhe, Radhe, Govinda.
Govinda, Govinda, Govinda,
Radhe, Radhe,
Govinda,
Govinda.
Govinda, Govinda,
Radhe, Radhe, Govinda.
Govinda, Govinda,
Radhe,
Govinda,
Radhe,
Govinda,
Govinda.
Govinda,
Radhe, Radhe, Govinda.
Govinda, Krishna, Krishna,
Govinda, Radhe.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
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 Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Ah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, continue chanting a little bit. I got to get something. I'll be right back.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Ah,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
ah,
Hare.
ah. Yeah. What a great shelter, huh? You know, shelter from the miseries of the world. You know, this path, the name, the devotees chanting together, sadhu sangha. Shelter from the miseries of the world diminishes them. Do you feel it out there, everybody? You know, Yeah, it's like a shelter, like a shelter for our soul. Because we have shelter for the body, right? We have, we have a shelter. You can feel it, right? And here we need the spirit shelter, because yeah, we're being pelted by the principalities, like was it St. Paul said, this is not a war of flesh and blood, it's of principalities, the energies, these energies that are working on the emotional plane and the mental plane. Okay, so these are forces that are they're bombarding people, and that's why they're miserable. They're called the threefold miseries of the demigods, but now the demons also, because the demons are in charge of the world. So we got double trouble. you know? Yeah, and but this, because actually the demons and the demigods are actually, in the ultimate sense, the servants of the Lord that we serve, and we serve that Lord, right? We're in the real disciplic line. We get shelter from the miseries, the threefold miseries caused by the demons and the demigods. See, miseries, threefold miseries of the body and the mind. See, this is not of the intellect. This is, well, it's in the realm of spirit. See, and so that shelters us from these miseries, and so this is this is the place to be, man. This is the path. My God, is this book marked up? Okay, we were reading. What were we reading from? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, in Canto 10, one of the chapters, the beginning ones, Vasudeva was talking to Nanda, and he said, those who are, I think somebody, anyway, those who are doing, this is the truth, those who do their duties of hearing and chanting and remembering about the Lord, see, these are duties. See, if you want this kind of shelter, you have to come through the door. You see, you have to come through the door, and then you'll get relief from these miseries. Okay? So, and you get relief because you become attracted to this family, the family of devotees in the spiritual dimension, in the spiritual world. Okay, so and then when you just do these duties, so we don't want to neglect this, and then you'll maintain this shelter. It'll be strong. Okay, it's like otherwise the shelter gets weak. It starts all the energies of the Maya, the Mahamaya starts getting through and starts bewildering you, confusing everything. See, so you got to maintain this. Okay, what is it looking for here? Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Where is this magic condo? Oh, yeah. Yeah, 281. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 magic condo. Oh, 385. 385. Trying to find that place where we were before. Is it here? 385.
Was it chapter 22?
Oh, 22. Okay. Chapter 22. Okay. Let's find it.
Majali Lai.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, thank you. Great. Yeah, yeah. All right. So Navadvip witnessed the infinite transcendental pastimes of the Lord as he manifested them along with his associates, Nityananda Prabhu, Gadadhar, and others. The Lord returned home after chastising Devananda Pandit, who also returned home in a state of acute mental agony. The cause of all his suffering was his close association with the mundane students and scholars. Although many considered Devananda saintly, he had to flee from Sri Chaitanya's presence. He was not pure enough to remain in the Lord's presence. See, that's why ultimately you have to come to the level of ecstatic love. So that's where the state of the condition is now, is the students of Krishna consciousness are like that. They're the students. They're the students trying to attain Krishna. They're studying the Vedas. They're doing the rules and the regulations. So this is postgraduate. This is for those who want to make, those are the people who flee from the presence of Lord Chaitanya, or those who represent Lord Chaitanya. How are you going to know Lord Chaitanya if you don't go to those who represent Lord Chaitanya? You won't even know who Lord Chaitanya is. you you got to see Lord Chaitanya. You know how even with people, you ever notice, like, to know people, you got to feel their energy, their vibration. Yeah, and otherwise you don't know that person. You ever see people, they don't even have to say, you feel their energy. And also when they speak, they transmit it, and you might think, ooh, I don't want to be around that person. See? But that's how people feel when they're contaminated, and the spiritual potency is here, is they're used to the contamination, and it's like, ooh, I don't want to be around that person, because you go through a cleansing effect. That's why people don't like this. The guy, remember Cole with the donkey? My heart is, I don't like this. See, I don't like that purification. See, and what can be done if you don't get purified. How can you come to acquire a taste for the transcendental Lord? Because then that aversion becomes love. Just like in the world, sometimes you see people that are adverse to something. That's the other side of attraction. See, that happens in the world too. When you're adverse to the Lord, it's because of contaminations, and then we have to get purified, and then all of a sudden you acquire a taste for God. And that taste is better than anything because it's an eternal taste. I only see a few devotees showing their bhakti. I worship those who are showing ecstatic spiritual love. Yeah. Yeah, but also you got to see, also, it's not just about that. You don't know. We already learned how people are. Look at it. We got the whole Sangha over there of Sahajas. You want Sahaja? That's Sahaja there. They don't want to get purified. They're in a Mayavadi state. Yeah. They're against the form. The Lord chastised people like that. He chastised these Mayavadi sannyasis because they were against the form of the Lord. See, you got to see. There's a certain level of Brahman that you rise, but it's still offensive. You're offensive against the form of the Lord. That form is represented. That pure form is represented by His real devotees, who are, and again, they're conclusive. Not otherwise you can look at you could see that's the imitation out there. And they're against the form. They're against our preaching. They're speculating. Just like in Mayavadi is speculating on what is the truth. Mayavadis, they think this emotional love is false. But that's another version of it. That's a mixture. They take Vaishnava principles and speculate. See, that's actually that's a more dangerous form of poison that he's got. That's why it's very, more dangerous, because he takes the Vedas and he speculates on these things and he twists everything and then gives it to you to eat through there. And that's poison, man. Yeah. Look at him. He's against the form. He's against guru. If you're against guru, a real guru, empowered guru, you're against God, the real God. See, you can cheat yourself. You can cheat the little neophyte followers he has, but you can't cheat the real devotees and the Lord. See, they cheat the cheaters. See? So the cheaters try to cheat everybody because that's their nature, is to cheat, to lie, to steal. That's what they do. It's their nature, is to lie, to steal, and to plunder, and deceive, deception. Well, you just got to come in the real line. Here we present, this is for intel. You can examine if you're sincere. The Lord will give you the intelligence to see that this is genuine. This is honest. This is as it is. You see, like this. And then when you get really clear about this, you'll see all the speculators all over the place. Yeah. Yeah. If a little person's a little better at speculation, they become controllers of others, like lesser speculator. Everybody's speculating on what is truth. Okay, so the Supreme Lord Vishvambara is attained only through the grace of saintly Vaishnavas. One may chant the Lord's name and perform austerities, but if such activities lack devotion, they are useless. Yeah. In the eyes of the public, such a person may appear to be attracting the Lord's mercy by apparently performing some devotional activities. But factually, he is deprived of any actual spiritual ecstasy. So if you're doing devotional activities, the ecstasy should be there. And if it's real and you're not cheating people, using your active imagination to dream up things because you have a desire to be important and all these things, okay? You're not dreaming this stuff up. See, you'll be conclusive. You'll be clear in what you teach. It'll be in the vision of the revealed scriptures, and that'll be really satisfying to the sincere people. Okay? This is not satisfying to the insincere. See, the insincere, they don't want to hear about their faults. They don't want to hear about their speculations. They just want to continue. That's why they have to stay outside. It's like, this thing, Gohari, he's not Nityananda accepted. Yeah, I'll accept you. Yeah, come in, get purified, man. Come and show that from now you have to be a sincere follower, a sincere disciple, not a hypocrite. I don't want any more hypocrites here. What is this? Hypocritically, and give me the back and the knife and then pollute my friends that are coming here to, they think that you are an authority. Sorry, doesn't matter. Now, if you want to come in, yeah, we'll accept you. Yeah, when you're a sincere follower from your heart, purified. Look at his follower. Look at you can't. It's so funny. He can't even ascertain he's in a poison pit. He's sitting with all these people that have been rejected from real devotees. Can you imagine? The guy he's happy like being a crow. He's got these blasphemers, these crazy guys like Tarun. You listen up. Yeah, you're a crazy guy, man. Guy comes, go are you? The next day he's at least Tarun, you were more honest. You were more honest because I could see how crazy you were. How crazy you could one day, Gori, and the next day, that's that's better. And that's why I could say, okay, yeah, this is not for you. I don't want to, you go out there. And now it's great. You're happy over there because you're with another hypocrite. Another guy who's insincere like that. So yeah, birds of a feather flock together. Then you got that also the Christina. Yeah, great. There you go. Birds of a feather flock together. You can sit there and at least you got some association. So, hey, great. But you're going to stay out there. That's it. You ain't coming in here. Yeah. And anybody else, if you're attracted to that, there you go. You got some sangha. You got a sangha of crows eating dirt, garbage. Literally. That's what that is here. Speculation like that, offenses against real devotees, you know. I'm just here trying to straighten them out. Am I not telling the truth? You think this is a lie? You think this is just the truth? I'm here to protect the devotees who want the truth. You know? You know? Why is he not attracted? Why are they like that? Because they don't want to get purified. You can't take that garbage into the kingdom of God. That's why you see Putana. There's Putana in there, and then there's Kalya. Kalya is the poisoned Harikatha. See, Kalya goes into the river, the Yamuna, and poisons it. That the devotees drink that water. That water is spiritual water. That water is the water of life. That's the conclusive truth of the absolute truth. And Kalya goes in there. That Kalya is in there, poisoning that water. And you take that, you become you'll be hypocritical. You'll be a liar. We've caught that guy in lies and all this stuff. That's what they do. They're not honest. See? So how does that get purified? Kalya. How do you got to jump in there with the conclusive truth. That's Krishna. That's this preaching here. See? This is conclusive. This is Krishna in the form of the word. What other connection do we have with Krishna in this world other than the word? Isn't it? Chapter 1, beautiful verse of the book of John. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. And where are you going to hear that? From a real devotee who speaks, not with a forked tongue, with a straight, laser-like, focused tongue. The Word that divides and puts that over there, you see, and puts the real devotees on the path to the kingdom, the straight and narrow. That's what it means, a straight and narrow gate. Not a forked gate, not a hypocrisy. See, so Putana had to be purified before she could do it, because she was a false devotee. See, and Kalya had to realize that he was a poison pit, that he didn't recognize his real Lord. And still the Lord, he's had too much poison. He had to stick him out on the outside to be a protector of the Dham. See, are we not just this is how it is. Vrindavan is protected. This is the new Vrindavan. It's protected from that, from hypocrisies. These are all these demons are represented as demons, but they're obstacles to the real path. That's why they said this is a demon. This is an obstacle to the path. This is an obstacle. And so if you don't recognize the obstacle, and that's why you have to have a real guru, man, because otherwise you can't recognize these obstacles. That's where he's going to be humbled. They all have to be humbled like that and realize if they want to get out of that obstacle of the Putana and the Kalya, they have to come in through the gate and through the door sincerely. Otherwise, they have to stay out there. And that goes for everybody. I'm not preaching neophytes. You want a neophyte? Go to Radhanath. Go to the Jaipata. Go into the mass religion of Vaishnavism with masses. Okay? When you want to know the real conclusive truth, that's what we do. Very deep, and this, you got to get purified to do this. And how you know you're getting there is you become attracted, even though the heart as a thunderbolt seems as soft as a flower. See, it's only hard as a thunderbolt, this kind of teaching, when the contamination is there. The word that makes Radhe dance. Yeah, exactly. So, in the eyes of the public, yeah. Mother Sachi, in whose womb the Supreme Lord Gaurasundar appeared, was guilty of some offense committed previously against saintly Vaishnavas, against a saintly Vaishnava. The Lord personally exonerated his mother from the offense and instructed her the science of loving devotional service of the Lord. Dear readers, listen attentively to this wonderful narration. This will alleviate you from the sin of Vaishnava aparad. Okay? And those who are not purified and don't want to get purified, they can't hear this. That's why you saw that guy over there. Never really listened. He would hear and then his mind would dream and speculate and I don't want to talk. See? Overactive imagination and wanting to never went in deeply because that's where the purification is. The word has to go in deep. See? Thank you for your example, by the way. Really, this is perfect. I got a living person that I can use, not just a book. I got an actual example here I can use, that we can use to understand the science of Krishna consciousness. And make it really clear, so clear that he will eventually see it. Maybe even in this life, if he's lucky. Yeah. From the offense instructed her in the science of loving devotional service. See, you can't get into pure loving devotional service with offense against Vaishnavas, or especially Guru, a real Guru representing the Lord. Can you imagine he thinks he can get into the kingdom of God without atoning for the offense against Guru Dev? Unbelievable. How can anybody believe that? The only way he can justify to say Guru Gohari is not qualified. What, you haven't seen the qualification here? You haven't seen people getting sincere, ecstatic love of God? You haven't seen or heard things you've never really heard before? You haven't heard the Bhagavatam become really, really clear like it's never been before? So the real pure loving devotional service is hidden from persons like that. There's so many. There are millions of them in the mass religion of ISKCONs and all that stuff. And there are a lot of sincere people, but often their leaders are like Kamsa. You know what Kamsa was? See, Kamsa is a hypocrite. See, always the hypocrites, man. Kamsa was a Pharisee, hypocrite, liar, deceiver, and cheater. Okay? And many sincere people are under that. They come for shelter because they're innocent. They come for shelter of the hypocrites. They don't know any better. What's the difference? The same with the masks. I meet so many nice people here. A lot of them have masks on. They're nice people, but they believe in their authorities, and their authorities are fucking them. This is the conversation that the Vishnadutas have. See, you're hearing these things are so deep. These are like a lot of times hard to get. Like, why is it so big? Well, this is called truth, man. The Vishnadutas had this conversation with the Yamadutas, the ones who are in charge of karma or is serving Yamaraj, who's in charge of karma, the good and the bad. See? The material dualities of good and bad. And the Vishnaduta said, hey man, Yamaraj, what is this? This person, you don't know the principles of religion. Why are you teaching that? Don't you see that this person chanted the holy name? Of course it wasn't pure chanting. It was Namabas. He chanted in a distressed way. But still, he's getting some shelter. He got our attention. Therefore, we're protecting him now, not karma, not the Lord of karma, Yamaraj. Yamaraj has no jurisdiction here, none, and he knows it. This is not a place of karma. If you got karma in you, you're going to get purified, man. Because you got karma in you when you're a hypocrite. You're Pharisee. You ain't delivered, man. You know, you're not free. You're not, it's the truth. It's the Lord as he is that sets us free. That word has to come from a real devotee who is empowered by the spiritual potency. And you hear that word, when you develop confidence in that word that you're not being cheated for the first time, that's cheating. That guy ain't qualified to even be heard from. Okay? You're being cheated. They're being cheated. Okay? You got to hear that word, man. And that word, when it's empowered by the transcendental potency, sets you free when you have faith in that word. Full faith. And that's the big test. Even everybody here, even you got some sincerity in here, you got to come to that point of realizing that. If you want to, if you have any confusion here, I don't know, it's because you got eggs in other baskets. That's all. People here that get it, and they're your examples, man. They get it. Ah, man, I don't need any other path. This is it, man. The truth will set me free and has set me free. Okay? When you get that, then bliss is all yours. You got no more doubts, no more things, people tugging on your heartstrings. The people that are cheating you and lying to you. It doesn't matter who they are. They just no. I'm on this path. And I don't need to do this and this. I do this path. I gave up everything else for this here. Yeah, if you're doing that from your heart because you realize, hey man, I don't need this other stuff. Because I found it's like you find a place with pure water. Why would you give up that? Why would you go drink anywhere else? Why drink amongst the hypocrites, the poison pits? Why would you want to hear from devotees who are they're not residents of Vrindavan, in ISKCON or any of these places that they claim to be and everything, but you listen to them, they don't give you the conclusive truth. I didn't get the conclusive truth from ISKCON. I didn't get the conclusive truth from Narayan Maharaj. I didn't get it from the Raganuga Babajis. Thank God that I must have brought it in, because when I got it from the book, I could understand it. And that's what I preach here. And the Lord shows it's true, because those who hear become awakened. That's how narrow this gate is. Who was in agreement with Jesus of the authorities? Nobody agreed with the guy, because he couldn't find one person who could see his state of consciousness except John the Baptist. That's why John the Baptist was sent with Jesus to witness for him, to be the first witness. That's why we have first witnesses here, because this consciousness is so deep that even the Narayan Maharajs and the Raganuga Babajis and these Radhanas can't understand anything of what's going on here. But the witnesses can, and can help others who also want to come to this level. And you know who you are, because you're the ones who stick here, and you know there is shelter here. The Lord reveals it. No longer doubt, thanks to Gauri and Ladita Ganga. Yeah, see, we witness for this path. We show you that it's fantastic. You show us anybody who chants like this, like the mercy that we've got here. Anyone? You ever see Radhanath chant like this? You see them giving classes like this? They can't. They also have to come to the point of sincerity and see, like, wow, the real Krishna consciousness is here. But the Lord's hiding it from them. They got these things controlling them still. It's like a Kamsa thing. They like the name and fame and importance. They're not really interested in ecstatic, loving service of the Lord, which we have. The Lord has given us charge of that. And we can charge people up with that. That's called Bhakti Lata Bij, man. You're charged up with this Bhakti, man, coming into those who are charged up with it. Remember how the Lord, when the fisherman just touched the Lord, and he was so charged with this Bhakti, boom, went right in him. Yeah, any of those gurus can charge people with this kind of Bhakti? I haven't seen one, not one. Even Narayan Raj, he's supposed to be so charged up. Well, where is the charge in it, going in anybody? Not even one disciple is charged with this Bhakti. I mean, come on, man. This is not offensive. This is just truth, man. Truth is, he didn't have one person he charged with this Bhakti. Everybody is saying, oh, he's so great, because he's going around, I'm so great, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great. Subtly, of course. It's always subtly. You don't see what they're doing. Oh yeah, okay, who's charged with this bhakti? That Lord Chaitanya. Now that's a great personality. Not somebody who can't charge you with bhakti. Isn't our books are based on charging with people with bhakti, man? Lord Chaitanya did, Nityananda did, their real followers did. We do, and they don't. Not one. Must be a narrow gate here or something. Can't see it, don't want to see it. Like a string of transcendental Christmas lights. Yeah, where's the bhakti charge? We want to see, hey man, where's the battery station, man? Can you imagine you have an electric car and there's no battery stations anywhere? They even say most people we're electrical. We are electrical, man, Where's the bhakti charge? Where's the pure bhakti charge? Where those who chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion, and they give you the truth. They're Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified. See, when I look over and I look at, okay, is Johann at Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified? Let me see. He goes, hey. Okay, he's got that, and that's, I don't know, yeah, it's a little bit. Okay, what else? What other standard? Blah, 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 all this speculation and all these things and mixers, and he's just a Vaidhi Bhakta and all this stuff. Hey, man, something wrong there under examination. Something not right. What does he want? He wants name and fame. He wants to be important, obviously. Him and Christina, see, they gave a class and they were both together. See, and they both want name and fame. See, they followers. They're important. She's an apostle of Jesus. Incarnation. They're all like that. Soon Johann will be Mahaprabhu, you'll see. They all go down there. Like Vallabhabhata, I told you he was Vallabhabhata. Vallabhabhata became Mahaprabhu. He had the same thing, same disease as the Johann. Thought he knew better than the Acharya, than the real spiritual master. See? Yeah, I like that idea of being charged with bhakti. Isn't it nice? See, all these things, I love those fun things. It's so creative. It's like Krishna, he doesn't have do you ever see Krishna with a what do you call a sheet there of music, playing like a choreographed tunes or anything? No, he doesn't have anything. It's all spontaneous, man. He's sitting there and the tune is coming because he's probably thinking about his devotees, and like this. And devotees hear the tune and they just, they're so beautiful. Yeah. Okay, what else we got here? One day, Lord Chaitanya sat on the throne of the deities. He picked up the shalagram forms of the Lord, placed them upon his lap, and manifested his supreme absolute form, and said, I am the supreme Lord Narayan, Sri Krishna, who in Kali Yuga appears in the form of the holy name. I bridged the ocean in my incarnation as Sri Ramachandra. I was resting on the milk ocean upon my bed of Anantasesh. When the roaring sounds of Advaita Charya Nadia called me down to the earth, awakened me, the reason for my advent in the incarnation is to freely distribute Krishna Prem. See? Freely distribute Krishna Prem. See, the Lord Advaita awakened him. What's that mean? Okay, that happened then. That's not going to happen for another 4 billion, that physical manifestation. 4,320,000,000 years before the Lord comes again and the Advaita calls him. Okay? Okay? The devotees here now, if there are any real ones, they call the Lord, those who call the Lord sincerely, from a pure heart, the Lord comes again. And what does he do? He awakens. How does he awaken? In you. See? In your temple. Otherwise, what we got is religion, and they're always building temples, right? Big temples, mega churches, to benefit the ministers, always materially motivated religion. The Kamsas there, the hypocrites in charge. That's why it's called religion. That's why Krishna says, abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to me. See, the conclusive truth comes from the mouth of the real devotees. What else do you need when you hear such truth? What do you think real Christians are doing? They're meditating on the words of Jesus. And those are kind of twisted, some of them, because of the friggin' editors. That's why you need a living devotee to speak these truths again. See? And then you meditate on the word and it delivers you. And the Lord awakens in you. That's how you know you're with a bona fide spiritual master. See? Yes, it's correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. Not that you get the raise, like you come here and say, thanks for the awakening. Can you imagine? Can you see how unreal that is? Could you imagine if the 11 said that about Jesus? They got a little raise, and it didn't go deep. And they said, oh, thanks for the awakening, Gee, we don't need you anymore. What kind of bullshit is that? Hopefully, maybe maybe Tarun, maybe you'll understand this. He's a spy of that guy over there. So we'll work with that. Can you understand, or Tarun? Are you getting straightened? Or is your tail getting straightened out? Nice to have a little war here, huh? Let's see who wins. I put my chips on Krishna's conclusive truth. Just see this as having some fun, with the truth, is the main thing. Yeah. Advaita in Nadia calling me down to earth awakened me. See? Charity begins at home. The devotee's calling to meet with the Lord. See? And the world gets the spin-off. Isn't that amazing? That's I've been just calling the Lord every day. I call the Lord. Lalita calls the Lord. See? And then the rays go out. The rays are very purifying, especially when you take them in and you want to go all the way with God. Not just get the rays and misuse them. To develop the false ego. Yeah, give me those rays so I can be an important person. Yeah. So anyway, if you're lucky, you're not like that, because that's a lot of troubles. The reason for my advent in this incarnation is to freely distribute Krishna Prem. Oh, see, you freely distribute this Prem, right? The Prem goes out, the rays go out, but how people take it is different. See? Balabhabata took it, and he thought, oh yeah, let me imitate, let me become better than the Acharya, let me become let me become God. Let me become Mahaprabhu. Okay? When you want to become better than Guru, and you do that by finding fault with Guru so you can justify your poison position, see? Then that is the illusion. You're a goat head that doesn't know it. You're a hypocrite. You know how many times that guy was saying, oh, I'm such a fool. He was never thinking he was a fool. He was always thinking he's smarter than Guru. Even on the level of that. Oh, I'm such a fool, but Gohar. You see, that's that double-minded thing. This is an obstacle. Until he recognizes that, or his followers recognize that, you're stuck there, man. And only bending that knee to the preaching of a real empowered devotee can you get free of that. That's why from that point you have to come to the point of sincerity. See? Otherwise, you're always going to be like a Judas, the one who betrays your guru with a kiss. Hypocrisy. Yeah. When Nityananda saw this manifestation of the Lord, he immediately held to open an umbrella upon Lord Chaitanya's head. Gadadhar Pandit was busy preparing badal for the Lord, and others began to whisk yak-tail chamaras around the Lord. You see, the Lord was speaking the conclusive truth about himself. Can you imagine if you were not his follower or devotee, how you would respond? You think a guy's in false ego to sit on the throne like this and to do that. See, the devotees realized these things because they were his real followers. The real disciples, you could say. Real friends of the Lord. And the Lord showed them these truths. A lot of people read this and they say, I accept. Yeah. Well, we'll find out when you have the living example of that. When a real spiritual master comes and tells you these confidential truths, how you respond. See? How you respond by such authority and authoritative statements. Okay? See, a real follower and a real disciple and a real friend of these associates of Lord Chaitanya, they like to hear this. Yeah, this is how you can tell if you're here from like another life. If you like to hear from real devotees these authoritative statements, which are very true, by the way. Okay? Then when you get life from them, you rise to life. You know that the sages of the past, your past lives, have sown the seeds of this. See? Because then they just sprout when you hear that word, you hear that sound vibration, they sprout. But not everybody. That's why so many people come and so many in Kali Yuga contaminated, but those who hear the voice of the deliverer. See, the real spiritual master delivers the disciples, those who come and they hear, he said, like my sheep hear my voice. See, the sheep are those to be delivered. Krishna knows, he's in the hearts of everybody. He knows who is ready to be delivered. And they will come and hear that. Yeah, and accept, because you need to know when the authority is here. Otherwise, you'll accept some other authority, right? You'll accept Radhanath as your authority. Can he deliver you? Yeah. You'll accept some other authority. Eckhart Tolle will be your authority, or Donald Trump will be your authority. There was one guy in India. He was worshiping Donald Trump. He was an Indian. He was doing pujas and everything for Donald Trump. See, he was worshiping Donald Trump. Can he see your authority? See, when you have authorities like that, you don't know what the goal of life is. Has Radhanath or any of these gurus taught you what the goal of life is? Love of Krishna? Love of God? Has Narayan Raj taught you the love of Krishna is the goal of life? Maybe he did, but did he really teach you? You know what love, when you know the love of Krishna is the goal of life, then you'll go where it is, or when it manifests, you'll know where to go for it. But that hasn't been taught yet in Vaishnavism. People don't know what the goal of life is. Isn't it stated there? Lord Chaitanya said, what is the ultimate goal of life and the means to achieve it? And until Ramananda Roy said spontaneous love of God is the ultimate goal of life. And then chapter 23 of the Madhya Lila says life's ultimate goal is love of Krishna. Love of God, life's ultimate goal. Love of God. What God? Who's God? Nobody knows. Love of God. What? You love of God. Well, do you love a guru who doesn't have that love for God? Then how can he show you that? See, God is the supreme personality of Godhead. He's got transcendental attributes. And only when you see a person who loves those attributes, who purports on those attributes clearly as they are, shows you that they're an experienced devotee, experiencing this relationship, this intimate relationship with this Supreme Lord through his name and his past and his qualities. You don't know. You don't know what life's. It doesn't matter if Narayan Radhakund Babaji say life's ultimate goal is love of Krishna. Look at my ex-wife. She, I'm sure her gurus might have said that life's ultimate goal is love of Krishna, love of Krishna, love of Krishna. Why is she here? We have it, don't we? Here it is. Why can't your Ananta Das Babaji teach you that there, Premanidi? Because you got to really have it. You got to be charged with it to charge others. You got to be able to put that love of Krishna energy and zap people with it. Have you seen those charging cord things? I'm so grateful he chose me to be hearing from you. I know Krishna gave me you because all I want is love for Krishna through Guru, and that's what you deliver. Yeah, see, she read the books a lot. I thought Johan, he read the books so many times too, didn't understand them. And here he's hearing the books, and I found out he didn't understand what I was talking about. He could repeat them like a parrot. See, Valabhabhata, that's why I say that's the Valabhabhata obstacle. If he understands that I see it, but he don't see it, when he can recognize that, see. So the Valabhabhata obstacle, the Lord, when he heard the verses chanted like a parrot, they were great. He thought, wow, this is fantastic. What a great devotee this Valabhabhata is. But once he started to purport and he saw the poison, he said, ooh. That's like...
No devotion.
Yeah. I said, it was the same thing. He'd come and give the verses like a parrot. And until I heard his understanding of it, it was like, ugh. It's fine. It's trippy, huh? And it's so funny. What happened before happens now. See, and if you learn from history, you're not doomed to repeat it. See, Janaki obviously heard something and her heart is sincere. She, so she found what she was really looking for. See, the devotees are a desire tree. If you come here and inside there's a hypocrisy, inside you actually, I want to be important. Actually, I want to be like some of these gurus in ISKCON, like, look at that, I want to be on a high seat. I want people to adore me and consider me great. See, that's what's in that Johan, all of this stuff. But he won't acknowledge it. See, he pushes it. I don't need purification. See, I don't need, no. Just Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That's all I need. That's why it's nasally. You notice? Honey, it's up in his nose. I think he got some booger up there. Honey, you should get the boogers out. Honey, hey, yeah, Johan, that's what I think. I'm making jokes of you at your expense. I know he's going to make jokes of me. That's what they do. Imitators are like that. They watch the thing and the monkey see, monkey do, because he's a monkey. Yeah, oh gosh, because I'm going to criticize him. That's what it is. You're nasally because of that. You get some boogers up there, man. Boogies, some boogies.
He has no sense of humor. His humor is very, very childish. Very childish.
Yeah, he's just a child. The guy's just a baby, man. So Tarun, you give him that message. Tell him he's got boogers up his nose. That's why he needs to get an extraction. That's why it's honey Krishna. Krishna. Poor guy. Yeah. Where were we? Oh yeah, okay. Back to the story. The Lord dispensed his causeless mercy to everyone. The devotees received it, each according to his heart's desire. See? The devotees receive it according to his heart's desire. Everybody's a devotee of the Lord. If prema is here, the rays go out, right? If you come here and because the devotees are the desire trees, because the heart's desire is fulfilled because of this prema, that's where the prema is. It's being emanated, and you come to the devotees. What do you want? You want name and fame and importance and that you have to become a hypocrite to get that, because if you come here for that, you've got to hide from the purification of that and become one pointed of love of Krishna. You gotta go through the purification, because if you got this name and fame and desiring to be important and give classes and sound intelligent and all that stuff, that's what you get from the rays. See, that's what he's got there. You notice he's giving classes every day, and they like to give classes when I do it, right? Isn't that what I heard? See, this is the imitation. See, the reflection wants to imitate. The same thing with Pundraka. Pundraka was the false Krishna. You got when the real guru is here, the false guru is here. So that whatever Krishna was doing, Pundraka was watching, and he was imitating. He saw that the Lord had 4 arms, then he strapped 2 fake arms on him. See? That's why the imitators, those who are in the reflection, they see, oh, Gohar is speaking. Oh, he's speaking philosophy. He's speaking about the Vedas. Oh, I will speak about the Vedas. I will imitate. See, because he just wants, it's imitation. He don't understand. He's not hearing what I'm saying. He's coming because he's blinded by material desires, subtle desires. So therefore he can't hear that. Oh yeah, you got to go. You have to have a bona fide guru. Can you imagine 6 years you didn't get that? You got to have a bona fide guru. You have to surrender to the guru's word. You have to see that word as conclusive. That word is full of potency. See? And you'll get love of God if that's what you want. But obviously he didn't want that. See, it wasn't going in deep. See, Janaki wants that. She hears that. See, he said, oh, he's speaking the love of God. Okay, this is the process. Oh, let me follow it. And then you get the result of that. You get increasing advancement in your spiritual life. You feel it. You feel the shelter. The Lord covers. Well, you don't have to be perfect. Isn't it amazing? The Lord's so happy you found the real path. That he covers all our deficiencies. We all have them, man. If you don't just admit you got a goat head and yet you're not really that smart, and the only smarts we got are what Krishna gives us. He can use people like that. He can hollow us out. But if inwardly you think you're a great Vaishnava and outwardly you go like this, it's bullshit. That's hypocrisy. That's Pharisee. See? Oh, like you see all these go inwardly and they're thinking, I'm so great. Same thing with Johan, I'm just a fool. No. Inside he's thinking he's such a great Vaishnava that he should go around and purify the land and everybody. He's so great, he should be served, right? He's thinking that. And on the outside, he's saying, this is the Pharisee. We can say it's a Pharisee obstacle. See? So you don't get Krishna Prem like that. Not very quickly, because, the only way is ultimately you have to realize that fault. See, Krishna, what do you think this book is here for? What do you think these pastimes are here for? Is to teach about the obstacles, to relish these things too, but also teach about, there's the teachings in there. Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. What are those teachings? Life's ultimate goal is love of God. How do you get it? You come to a bona fide guru. You listen to their word. You see they're an authority, man. They're authority because they got real love of God. That none of these gurus, none of these leaders, Narayan Raj included, and the Radhakund Babaji's included, and the ISKCON devotees included, cannot manifest this kind of love of Krishna that you see here. Not even one of them can. And not even one of them can transmit that. See? Yeah, here this sounds, why you say, well, hey man, it's intense, it's true. You need the truth will set you free. If it goes bong, like, wow, what he's saying is true. Of course it's true. Of course. Of course it's logical, man. If anybody figures out that this is where the real Lord Chaitanya is, where the real deliverance is, where the real Krishna Prema is, you're free forever. And you will feel it. You will experience it. You see, we're battling Maya. Maya is always trying to hide this. Devotees, when we're ready, see, we're here for battle, man. We're trying to uncover the truth and where it is and how, the process to get it. If anybody will come here, if that's what you want, you'll get this. If you come here, you want to be guru, then you'll get that. You'll be a Johan type. You'll go over there and be a guru, wiggle your legs and show your little privates, You can do that. I bet he's still wearing shorts and he's still not wearing underwear, I bet. He's got to have his props, man. The Lord dispensed his causeless mercy to everyone, and the devotees received it according to his heart's desire. Heart's desire. The real devotees, they receive this causeless mercy and they use it because they want love of Krishna. Their heart's desire. What do you want? Each devotee had different basis for begging favor from the Lord. Someone said, my father is mischievous. If he can be rectified, it will be a great relief to me. Some wanted blessings for their guru, or disciples, or son or wife. Sri Vishvambara, who never disregards the sincere prayers of his devotees, fulfilled each of their desires with Krishna Prem, smiling benignly upon them. The exalted personality Srivas Pandit then said, my Lord, we greatly desire that you bless Sachimata with Krishna Prem. The Lord replied, please do not make such a request. I cannot comply with it. She has committed an offense. Can you imagine saying that about your mother? This was a problem with, this was a complaint. Well, no, this was actually Sridhar Maharaj, the friend of Prabhupada for many years, right? Sort of a friend, not really an intimate friend, not really. This is not, it's not people think they're, because people don't know the standard. But Sridhar Maharaj says, this Bhakti, you're Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, he's talking to the disciples. He says, he doesn't even spare an old friend in his preaching. That's the way real devotees are. They don't spare anybody. And if they're telling you the truth, they don't spare anybody. And the Lord wanted to teach about Vaishnava aparad, how serious it is if you want love of Krishna. Okay? And that's why you see most people, a lot of people, when they hear the word of a devotee, which is very strong, the word of deliverance, they rise to condemnation, don't they? Remember Jesus said, when the Son of God or Son of Man, see, Son of Man is Krishna in you, awakening, or Radha, the love, you see, pure love, arises. When the Son of God arises, see, Son of Man is better because that's the God. It's like your son now. You got to nourish him and feed him. Okay? Arises, people arise to condemnation because they preach the higher truth, the real truth, sets people free. And some people rise to life. See, eternal life. See, their only real life is eternal life, right? That's who we are. We're eternal souls. See, so the Lord is awakened. Just like, see, the devotees call the Lord and the Lord awakens. He awakens in you, in people who are meant to be awakened. And some first, they have contamination. They rise to condemnation. You notice? Look. Johann, even, rising to condemnation now. Isn't that great? It's fantastic. Thank you. Before it was kind of rising, but it was kind of being, in the background. Now it's a rise. That's why I say what I say, We want this to rise and throw it out. Blaspheme more. He thinks I'm blaspheming. That's what the reflection thinks. He's blaspheming. I'm offended. Okay? I'm offended. Let me offend back. See, people rise, but the people don't know that that's how they get purified. That's their only method of purification. Look at Kamsa. He was, and Shishupal, his only method was when he heard Krishna speak, when he heard anything about Krishna, glorified especially, he rose to condemnation of Krishna. But eventually, it was out of him, and the Lord delivered Shishupal. People don't understand how this works. Even Narada Muni taught about this. He said, people, this is why Jesus said, be for me or against me. Don't be lukewarm. So the Lord, when they're here, when the devotees are preaching vigorously, it's like that. They don't hold back. They make people for them or against them, and the lukewarms, they're useless. Narada Muni said you can be purified by hating Krishna. That's why Kamsa was delivered. That's why Shishupal was delivered. They hated Krishna because they hated even hearing his word. That's why when you get strong here, I was talking to Lilita about this. When you get really strong here and you preach about what's going on here, which is powerful, man, which is revolutionary, you're going to get people rising to condemn this, man, because Maya's going to attack you. That's why you have to get the real spirit ultimately, and then you'll be like Govinda. You see, they rise up and they don't give a shit about these people condemning them, these idiots and babies and children. But they preach the word, and that's how you're saved. The confession is unto salvation. When you're really clear and you're really, when you really believe and you're a real believer, not hypocritically, and that's out of you. You'll be a witness for what's going on here, man. We're here to deliver souls. Can't you see it? Don't you get it? People are, we're very fortunate to have this privilege. People who ever believe this preaching. Look, nobody's preaching like this. Nobody's giving you the truth of these secret verses. They can't. They don't have the ability. That's all. That's why that's religion, man. All material they can't get rid of their motives. There's no motive here other than the glory of preaching the truth for the truth's sake. It's so wonderful. It's such a taste. It's such a taste of just to relish the truth, man, and preach it vigorously in this world and purify it. He set it on fire. What do you think? Look at Hanuman. He was a sincere servant of Ram. He went to the kingdom of Ravana, which we're in now, like this, and set that kingdom on fire like we do here now. Set it on fire, man. Cause controversy. Yeah, it's controversial. We're controversial, man. Controversial. All this noise in the world, it's all Maya, all of it, man. Just Maya here, Maya there, Maya everywhere. Except here, man, we have Yoga Maya. We're pumping that into this world. What else is going to purify it? All these gurus out there, all they're interested in is making a big show. Isn't that what we read? I'm just repeating what's in the book because what happened then is happening now. People need to be aware. That's the purpose of this book. It's just a big show, wasting your friggin' time. Without the devotion that you see here, your activities in devotional service are useless. Is what it says. It's true. Where's the advancement in anybody out there? I don't see anything, really. Oh, you're a great rule follower after 40 years. You can follow the rules. Oh, you can put flowers on a deity. Oh, you can build a big temple. Oh, is that what Krishna consciousness is all about? That's what you ascertained? Here in one sentence, when you hear these truths, you can get it. Yeah, the truth is... Hey, man, love of Krishna, right there in the book. Just repeat the words with some realization and personal experience. Love of Krishna is life's ultimate goal. That's your eternal life, is to have that awakened. See? Now, you're a son of, the Son of God is awakened in you. See? In you is that Son, that divine Son, that Krishna, that Radha. You got twins in there now. You have twins. And we feed them like this every day. They only eat truth, conclusive understanding of the absolute truth. That's their food. They grow stronger and stronger. The exalted, she has, please do not make such a request. I cannot comply with it. She has committed an offense against the Vaishnava devotee. Therefore, she is deprived for love of Krishna. There you go. If people commit offenses against a real Vaishnava devotee, not like, you see these people out there, you think that's guru? They're all imitators, man. You know what they say? Oh, don't question my authority. That's offensive. Yeah, don't just blindly believe what we say. Otherwise, I'll feel offended, and then you won't get more rules and regulations and all. That's all they can give you, right? No, offense against the real Vaishnava is a person who preaches the holy name that comes from their mouth. The whole name is the love of Krishna coming from their mouth and only their mouths. And you go against them. That's Vaishnava Aparad. See? People don't know. Vaishnava Aparad is not me pointing out that Radhanath doesn't have love of Krishna or Jaipataka doesn't have love of... That is not offensive. That is called the truth. That'll set you free. Not like, Gohari, you're so offensive, pure devotion. Where is the pure devotion? Where? Nowhere to be seen. Except here. But they're going against this. They will never get love of Krishna until they atone for that. Like Devananda Pandit. See, the Lord chastised them like Gohari is doing them. These Devananda Pandits out there. They could be nice guys, nice gurus even, sincere in the mode of goodness. But he didn't get love of Krishna until he served the Vaishnava, until he bended that knee to Vakreshwar Pandit. And the Lord said, because you served my devotee, because you believed in my devotee, all your offenses are gone. Come into my association. See, that's the relationship you get here. Not me pointing out, the point of the truth that they don't have this love of God. They are not worshipable. They are idols, and you're idling away your time worshiping those persons, believing in their words. You're idling away your time. Anybody devoid of this ecstatic devotion, like the book says here, is useless. Still useless. But why did Prabhupada preach that? For babies and neophytes. And eventually you have to see the fault in that, because this book points it out. Therefore, Gohari points it out for those who are ready to move on. You want to stay in that? Stay in that. Worship people without devotional ecstasy. Like the book says, don't do that. I say, don't do that, right? Because the real book says, don't do that. Because a devotee Bhagavat preaches you what's in the book, even though it's so unpopular. Oh, isn't it so unpopular? Gohari's, his opinion is different from all of theirs. Except the book, the real book he preaches. You come here, you get the truth. I know it's hard sometimes. Like a thunderbolt, right? But I didn't know. I thought I had to worship these guys because they had nice devotees and because they had a rubber stamp from these GBC clerks. I thought that's what you're supposed to do. Are you supposed to do that? No, you're supposed to worship the real devotees who have real devotion. You're supposed to listen to their word, not these bozos. You're a bozo, you're a clown. If you don't have love of Krishna and you're taking worship from people, and you're letting them bow down to you and put flowers at your feet and get them washed, and you have no love of Krishna, you are a bullshit artist. You are fucking Kamsa. You are misleading the world. You're misleading them. You're teaching them the wrong path. Lord Chaitanya's path is the right path. The rightest. How about this? Lord Chaitanya's path is the rightest path. You want the rightest path? You want the best of all paths? You want the best of all mercy, the best of all purification, the best of all realization, the best of all love? You come to this path. That's what we preach. And it's not preached anywhere else that I've seen. I know I must be sounding like a madman by now. But there's a lot of truth in this, man. These verses are very inspiring, Yeah. Srivas Pandit said, such words steal away our very life air, my Lord. She has borne you in her womb. you are the Supreme Lord. I cannot fathom why she has refused your favor. See, these people had faith that the Lord was God. See? And they could see the symptoms that he was God. And you won't see that kind of thing in this world unless you have a real guru. Then you have to see, does this person have the real symptoms of a real guru? Where you can declare that. Are they the real deal? Are they a fake? Are they the real deal? That's why we have this book. That's why I believe in this book. These people are authorities. I know they're authorities. I only can believe in Lord Chaitanya because of real people representing them, who had real faith without hypocrisy and deliver the real truth, which I can see in here, as it is, and preach that, even though it destroys all illusions. Can you imagine? You know how many people will be delivered that, that if they come to the conclusion, the honest conclusion, the clear conclusion that you shouldn't worship anybody that doesn't represent love of Krishna, they haven't achieved prema, that you should not worship them. Because if you do, you're committing one of the 10 offenses by putting those who are like demigods on the same level as Vishnu and Vishnu Tattva, which the real guru is supposed to be. They are channels for Vishnu and Krishna in this world. And that's why they don't have love of Krishna. We do, because I don't worship anyone that doesn't represent Vishnu Tattva in this world. And if they do, they have the symptoms of carrying through that transcendental potency of the Lord. That's why even my disciples who have it are worshipable, because the Lord has chosen to make their temple. If I want to go to the temple of the Lord, it's better for me to go to Lalita, and see her and talk with her and be with her and give her honor and respect than it is to go to Mayapur, where you don't see the expressions of love of God in the deities. This is more powerful. Yeah, this is a Raganuga truth. This is why Ramananda Roy went to Lord Chaitanya before he went to the deity. See, he goes to Lord Chaitanya because he's the living God on this planet. When you see the signs and symptoms of ecstatic devotion in a person, see, that's where the Lord has chosen residence. That's why that Yohan didn't give her proper respect. And you guys who were agreeing with Yohan, thinking he's better, were not giving respect to where it should have been with Lalita. See? And now is your chance to get more purified and go beyond the Yohan hypocrisy. Otherwise, you're stuck with that. That's not clear. That's not clean. See, you come here, you'll see. You get purified by this word, this truth. Wherever the Lord chooses, that's why you see even the early Christians, when they saw people got the sincere Holy Spirit, the real Spirit of God, they became saints. He said, well, this person's a saint now. See, but they're not a saint by their own strength because of your big false ego when you think that. That's what they teach in Vaishnavism. Become a saint by becoming a big renunciate, and all you do is get a big false ego. I saw that again and again and again. These little brahmacharis in the Narayan Raj things, they were a little bit humble, little bit. But boy, when they became sannyas and when they came gurus, boy, did that ego grow, false ego. Thinking they had no love of Krishna and thinking they could be worshipped. That's the way the Lord's Maya has you. The Putanas, the false representative Vrindavan, has you by the throat. You got to have somebody that is a real resident Vrindavan. That means they're not the Putanas. You could see they have love of Krishna in them. They're very conclusive, very clean, very empowered, very different than those gurus and those teachers, those weaklings. Yeah. The Lord said, "O Lord, please discard." Again, Srivas said, "Your words steal away." Okay. "I cannot fathom why she has refused your favor. She is our very life and soul, the universal mother. O Lord, please discard your deception and be merciful to her. You, my Lord, are her son, and she is the mother of the entire existence. How can a son consider his mother's action offensive? If she committed a mistake against the Vaishnava, then absolve it and favor her." See, when the Lord began to show, you see, he began to show Krishna Prema and manifest it and distribute it to the real sincere devotees. But if you were offensive towards a real Vaishnava, you didn't get it. Until you get over that offense, then you can't get it. That's why you see they're over there. They cannot partake of this. They're over there because they're hypocrites. They won't admit they're hypocrites. All they have to do is be like a Daksha. Daksha admitted he was a hypocrite. See, I'm just here to teach the path for everybody, even for the, you think I'm offensive? I'm just truthful. I'm just here to show the way. If they hear it, they hear it. If they don't get it. But somebody will get it. You want to get over hypocrisy? Just admit you're a hypocrite. Really, from your heart, admit you're a goathead. And you come to, and show by the action, you come to the real devotee sincerely, who has real bhakti, like Lord Shiva. That kind of bhakti, the real bhakti, not fake stuff. And then Daksha became a pure devotee that way. It's always the same way. You got to realize everybody, Kamsa, the Pharisees had to realize we're hypocrites, man. We don't really represent the real God. These ISKCON gurus, all of them have to say, we're hypocrites. We do not represent the real Krishna Vrindavan. That is hypocrisy to take worship, saying you do. I dare any of those gurus to come here and show me different, that you can take worship of your disciples and you don't have any bhakti, like they don't have any bhakti, and you put yourself above them. You are on the same friggin' level. You just memorized a few verses more than them, or you're a little more tricky than them, a little more deceptive than them. Maybe they're a little more honest than you, which was probably the case. Okay? They will not get love of God. That's why they cannot manifest the symptoms of love of Krishna, because they're against this preaching. All I'm doing is trying to help them, or anybody else, help their followers. You want to find the real path? Who's going to hold out the light to it? The truth is the light. The truth is that ain't it, man. Is there anybody sincerely looking for the path? They will hear this. Have you really looked at Prabhupada's books? Are you really looking for Krishna? Do you really want the love of Krishna, which the only way to get Krishna is by devotion? You have to go where it is. You got to see, where is that light? Where is the light? Where is the truth hanging out? Where is it bright? Where is it shining brightly? Okay? That's why we preach here like this. You're welcome there, Shama Sundari. Just having fun, man. This is Vrindavan. Have fun, man. Daksha admitted that he was wrong, and then he was beheaded by Lord Shiva and put on a goat head. Yeah, and you see, it's not necessarily physical. It's esoteric. You got to realize, not hypocritically, that you're a goat head like that, Johan. Thank you for your example there, Johan. It's perfect preaching. I've been waiting for something like this. See? He not say, I'm a goat head, but not feeling inside. No, that's why we got to get inside out. Yeah. That's why what's on inside he's a goat head. He didn't realize it. But you know why he doesn't realize it? Because all that hypocrisy that was kind of in there, and he just slip it out with a little backstabbing. See, we get it out fully by this preaching, right? I just, just pull it right, get his snake, his rattling, and let them all up there and go. Now you can see the guy for what he is. And eventually he'll see that, like Daksha. See, it has to be a bit of a war. You notice that? Shiva had to rattle that cage of that Daksha. So that wasn't good enough to be there. No, he had envy and jealousy, and he thought he was a great soul. You hear the speech in the Bhagavatam, man. The guy was so tricky. Like, this guy is tricky. He's tricking his own self. Doesn't he know it? Yeah, Daksha was out there, and he was speaking gently and nicely and doing stuff like this, probably, Oh, love, 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 love. Ooh, New Age. Yeah. And he says in his "O you demigods who have gentle manners like me, I don't speak out of envy and jealousy, although he was. He just believed my illusion. I don't speak out of hypocrisy and speculation. It's Shiva who is the problem. Believe me." See, the hypocrites who are caught and they believe in somebody whose heart is not purified like Shiva's was, they come under the influence, right? And they fought against Shiva. See? Who was actually pure-hearted, who was just, teaching the truth, that you shouldn't worship people like Daksha. You shouldn't worship people like Johan. You shouldn't worship people like these gurus. You really shouldn't. Because if you do, you're going to get the result of that. Dry. You'll be dry like them. The best thing you can get is a lot of rules from them. Oh, you'll probably never get their position because they're Prabhupada disciples and they're all dying, And so now you got a new generation who followed those principles of hypocrisy and to be gurus and saviors of the world, even though they can't even save anything. Got nothing to save. No power to save. You got to have the power of the Lord. You have to have the truth of God and the ecstasy of Radha to save anybody. Your word, when you have faith in the word of a real representative of Radha and Krishna in this world, you will feel that you get into the kingdom. You will experience that, and then you will have no doubt. Right? Isn't that the way it works? Isn't that why, see, Lalita's a nice example, huh? Govinda. Thank you for your example. That's preaching. That's why they don't care about being guru. They don't have to be Gaur Hari Das. They don't have to do that. No, they're doing more work like that. They're doing the best, better work. They have better deal. So the witness for this, all I'm doing, I'm witness. We're all just witnesses for the truth, just in our positions. That's all. It's just juicy, man. Be in what position does the Lord give you? Oh, a disciple? Oh, that ain't good enough for Johan. He was using the hypocrisy so he could become a spiritual master like Gohari. He was never interested. He can't show the example of being a disciple. Not even these guys can show the example of being a real, sincere disciple. These gurus of Prabhupada. No, nobody knows. They need shiksha. You come here. And you'll become a real disciple and be satisfied with the pure devotional service of chanting the holy name, and whatever position the Lord gives you, you will accept. Because it's not about a position, except the devotee's position. See, to relish the word of God, the name of God. No doubt, because Maha Mantra is holding and embracing like no human being. Yeah, exactly. Oh Lord, please discard your deception and be merciful to her. My Lord are her son and mother of the entire existence. See, the mother see, isn't that amazing? This is why when you come to the real path, you come to the real devotee who marries you. See? marries you to the Lord of the entire existence. That's why when you serve a real devotee, you're married to that Lord of the entire existence. How can you not be better off than everybody else in this whole universe? Better off than the demigods. That's why the demigods worship real devotees. See, the real devotee, if the demigod is not envious and jealous and all this stuff, they will think, well, the devotee has a better position than us. That's why it says, even in the Bible, that many times the angels are jealous of the human beings who get the Christ, even, much less Lord Chaitanya's association. If there's any jealousy in them, it'll come out first. See? And that's why the devotees get tested. The jealousy comes out. I was knocked down by the poison of jealousies of, these gurus. Jealousies. Oh, this guy's getting you start to preach now. Oh, let's take him down. Preach the real word. See, that's why it's not so easy to preach here, is it? This word. Because these people, the jealousy rises out of them, which, of course, jealousy means you have something they don't have. They want it. And they think the way to get it is to steal it. Yeah. The Lord replied, I can instruct her properly. You see, and all I'm doing is repeating these things. That's it. Repeating it, emphasizing it, and clarifying these things so that people can understand where the real path is, what the real path is. Otherwise, no meaning. Well, forget about reading this friggin' book. It's just a book. If we don't take the instruction seriously, we're playing a big show. That's the problem. Vaishnavism is a big show bottle, man. All they're doing is prancing around the stage, sitting on high seats, giving you out lots of rules, and many of them don't even follow them. It's just a big time waste thing. They're wasting their time putting on some external show of religion. What do you think Krishna says? Abandon religion, abandon religious leaders, abandon their bullshit religious ideas and speculations. Abandon their ideas that are not conclusive and don't give the result quickly. Abandon that. You can abandon all those persons who showed that that's all they were teaching. See? And surrender to the Lord. What is the Lord? Here is the Lord, man, as it is. Not looking at this book and giving you speculation like Johann. He's in there. You see this? No, he only sees this, and you will see the bullshit too because you believe in him or people like him. They're giving you their speculations. They're showing their minds are caught by the whirlwind demon of speculation still. Oh, here, listen to my speculation on this verse. Oh, yeah, go against Gohari. Don't believe in Gohari. Oh, I see. You see, the book says don't believe in Gohari. What kind of glasses do you have on there, you idiot? That's what these guys do. They don't give you the real teaching. It's this word that delivers you. But that word comes through the Lord's real associate in this world. And when you hear that word and you come to the point, you get purified by that word. First, disbelief might come up. The first thing that's why you see here, the first thing that happens, you hear this word, I don't know, I do it again. It's the disbelief. Hey, what's he saying? Oh. Yeah. See, that's one first explosion, I can instruct her properly, but I am unable to pardon her from the Vaishnava aparad. And that may God himself says, I can't pardon. You got to show by your deed. Johann has to show by his deed. That God he worships but doesn't know. Can't that those little fantasies in his mind about Vishaka is very dear to me, that kind of bullshit ideas cannot pardon him, because they're all fantasies. But he's got a living presence here who can. And if he misses it this time, in some lifetime, he will have to come before a real devotee and sincerely hear from them and realize he's a goat head from inside. I'm just a goat head, not just hypocrisy. I'm a goat head, but I know better than Gohar. Let me inject myself. Let me go against all his principles. Let me speculate on him, whatever he says. No, not like that. You can't get in like that. For him, no real love of God. Go gather your Christinas and Taruns. Those are your followers. The Shamaguris, right? Shamaguris, really high quality followers, huh? Really high quality. And he's like, he can't even see. Wow, I'm really good because I got followers. You think I would like anything like that here? I kicked Tarun out of here. I blocked that guy with that hypocrisy. Christina just bowed her way out of here because she was started blasting. I didn't have to do anything. And Madhusudana, the guy was just a hanger-on and a parasite. I finally said, get the frig out of here, man. And they're happy now because they found Johann. He's their leader. Okay, fine. Good. You guys got some association. Hey, but it's very, that cannot be here for sure. So Lalita and Vishaka don't have any relationship with Johann. Absolutely not. None. It's all fantasy. That's what you can be a good fantasizer and maybe fool people for a while. But it's all fantasies, man. He's dreaming it all up. Dreaming. Just like he's dreaming and speculating on what's going on here and why he can do that. That's why you see the book says, if you go against real, you have to just realize, is he a real Vaishnava or the real Vaishnavas here? If you got the mercy and you see the real Vaishnavas are here and not there, you'll see why the real love of God is not there. It's not in the spec. See, that's why I say this subtle stuff now. Speculation there, under examination, close examination, speculation. See? That's why the real love of God is not there. It's not in the imitation. See, just think about it. How did Putana get into Vrindavan when the devotees all have ecstatic emotions? How did she get her way in there? She had to look like a devotee, right? How do you look like a devotee? When you have all these ecstatic devotees there, you got to have some form of ecstasy, some form of, at least some kind of imitation, right? So she goes there and she's picking up the rays, obviously. She's in her heart, she's not a real devotee. She's not purified. She's just using the rays, and inside she's contaminated. Inside she wants to kill Krishna. Right? What was Johann doing? Backstabbing he was picking up the rays, right? And wants to kill his benefactor, right? Isn't that what was happening? Think about this. See, Putana comes in. She comes in and she's got some power to pick up the rays, kind of like, the Arjai was, pick up the rays. And what did he do? What did Johann do? What did they all do? Backstab, want to kill the Krishna. How do you kill Krishna? You can't really kill. You kill people's faith in the truth. They want to do that. And if you're too much of a neophyte, you might believe in Putana's word. See, her poison nipple is that word, man. You suck on that. You suck on that speculation and boo, you're poisoned. All of a sudden, you like him. Oh, I actually never believed in Gohar. I don't believe in this telling us not to get the Shah. I've been showing you so much evidence on that. Everybody, if you were smart, get on that 888 completion. And I put the evidence, I show you all kinds of stuff, man. Millions have already died, and they've already got statistics and all that stuff from that thing. Millions. Yeah. Putana was cute, chica. That was why, yeah, exactly. See, she's picking up the rays. This is a revelation just coming now, too, by the way. See, just she was picking up the rays. Goes just like here. People come here, but if their heart isn't purified, remember, Johann doesn't. Thank you for your service. That's actually it's really great for me for this preaching. I really appreciate this. Because it's really we got a living example. When your heart's not purified, you're like the Putana coming into Vrindavan. This is the Vrindavan atmosphere. You come into Vrindavan, you pick up the rays, but still the heart's not purified, resisting the purification. Cole do the same thing, with the donkey. Oh, my heart is on fire. See, they resist it. Putana resisted too, but Krishna was very strong. He grabbed that nipple, he wouldn't let go, and he sucked the life out of that. See, all the life, all the poison came out. See, that's kind of what we're doing here. See, that's why you see Johann sends his spies over here. And we maintain contact like that. See, sucking the life out of that. Just grab that tit. Johann's grab that tit, man, and just suck all that life, that poison out, Somebody's got to do it. We might as well. It's good. It's fun, man. I like it. It's Vrindavan, man. What else you do in Vrindavan? You got to have some fun, right? Got our Putanas coming here. This is not it. I don't hate them. I just say, hey, we're here to instruct real Krishna consciousness to the world, right? Got to have our examples. Thanks for sending that, Johann. Yeah, I appreciate that. Wasn't Putana a person? Didn't she go to Vrindavan? Well, how are we going to resurrect the pastimes of Vrindavan if we don't have the same stuff coming here, right? Not only do you have Putana there, you have all in one person. We got Putana and you have Kalya. See, remember I put on the thing, I put, Johann has the face of Putana. See, the two-faced. She's not really purified in heart. See, puts on a face looking like a devotee, but really in her heart, fierce, not really. See, there you go, got Putana. Oh, we got Kalya too there in one body. You got a Kalya there, speaking poisonous speculation. And, speaking Vaishnava Aparad, Guru Aparad, yeah, go against Gohar, yeah, go against him. Yeah. Oh, listen to all my misunderstanding of the verse. You see? Do you see what I see? Oh, yeah. If you believe what he says, you'll see what he sees, and you'll be like him. I also say, you see what I see? You see this? You see that? You can check it. And if you do see it, he never, when I was preaching, it would never go in deeply. It would go to a certain point and be regurgitated up in his mind and his nose. Always wanted to speak. See, you remember that, Lolita, when I'd be speaking and he went, I gotta speak. And then he would force it down, when he knew that I was like, I didn't like this. He would force it down. He's always sitting like this. And I said, go ahead, Johann, do you want to say something? Yeah. They come up. He was never hearing deeply what I was saying. Always. See? That's just how this shows up. She has committed offense against Nada, Advaita, therefore he alone can forgive her, if he so desires, and thereby make her a recipient of the Lord's mercy. So Advaita didn't take this as an offense or anything. But that's the process. The thing is, like people, like Johann said, oh, Nityananda accepted everybody and all this stuff. Why doesn't Gohari do that? Why doesn't he accept me and everything? Well, you got to see, you're offensive there, Johann. You're against your guru. You never really listen to Guru. You're not getting purified. You don't believe in Lalita's saying. That's why you don't feel, submissive to her. You think you're smarter than her. That's all contamination, but you don't accept that you're a goat head. So until you accept that you're a goat head and come sincerely here, how can how can you be forgiven? You don't even feel, you don't have any forgiveness in you. See, charity begins at home. You need to be forgiven. See, forgive and all. I mean, sure, if you come to me and you ask for forgiveness, of course you get it, man. How many times have we done that? People come. A lot of times they don't make it on the first round. They come here and say, "Oh, please forgive me. I'm really sorry." Okay, yeah, fine. Give him another chance, right? Didn't I say that about that one guy? I won't mention his name. This other guy recently. I said, well, the guy, I don't think he's sincere. Maybe we should just let him out because I don't want to troubles with this guy. But then she said, well, he asked for forgiveness. Oh, okay, let's let him on for a while. Let's see if it's sincere, you know? So if I even get even like half-hearted, forgiveness, sincere, well, might let it ride. Let's see if it'll increase. But when you come from your heart and ask forgiveness, like, wow, what you're really doing is real. Otherwise, what kind of preaching is that? What is he preaching? What, against what we're doing? What kind of preaching is that? What power does he have? What power does a little girl with skinny legs and no underwear have? Showing his privates. When I say stuff like this, I feel like I'm almost going to faint out of laughter. What kind of power does this skinny little Johann have, who acts like a friggin' girl? I always did like that. I didn't ashamed to look at the guy because it was like a girl. Boy, we're getting his tail rattled. Hey, Tarun, you got some stuff to tell him, man. Oh, Gore, he said this about you. Yeah. Just give you my honest impressions, man. See, I can assure you that she will receive love of Krishna the very moment she takes the dust from Advaita's lotus feet. See, taking the dust is you take the dust, man. They're the dust. The devotees are the dust. Their words, their preaching. When you actually, from your heart, and you realize this, if the Lord reveals these things to you, that's taking the dust. And then you will get love of God really easily because then you get purified in your heart. And so, isn't that the way it is? I mean, even here, you can see how this acts here. So, anyway, I think that's enough for now. We had a kind of a funny show today, huh? Thank you, Johan. Let's everybody give Johan a hand for his participation in Krishna's Leela. Somebody's got to play a Putana, right? Thank you, Johan. It was great, man. Thank you for your service, man. Wow. Johan's Bhakti heats up his ball. It's got to have some attraction there. Huh? These are props.
Great for Shamagori.
Great for Shamagori. She likes to see things like that. So anyway, that was great. A great little show. So well, let's play the song today. Let's hear some music here. All right. Woo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Gauranga Nityananda. All I did was make fun of people and he thought it was a great class. I think that's great. You're starting to understand. It's all a big fun joke of Vrindavan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Gauranga Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Watch out for Lalita's class. I can tell it's going to be a good one today. Well, you don't want to miss that one. Hare Hare. I could see it in her face here. Gauranga. Thank you for coming, everybody.